Andre Wade was just released once again, coming, thanking my viewers for reviewing my videos on a daily basis. I know I got some out there that look forward to the videos to come, and I thank you all. This is a blessing to me that I have individual people that care enough to listen to what I have to say, because there's a lot of people do not have to listen to this, do not have to even pay attention to this, but they are. Today, a good thing taking place. I went on a job interview, and they told me to come back tomorrow and come with some steel-toed boots. So here I am. I got the steel-toed boots, and I'm ready to go to work. God works all the time. God do things for people that's doing good things. You know, we pray and we ask Him for things, but there's some things we have to give up. There's some things that we have to do in order for our prayers to be heard. I told you in one episode about how some prayers go unanswered. When I was in prison and I was doing time, and I just felt like I wasn't never going to get out. I don't know if any of you all that's reviewing this know how that feel, not to know if you're going to be released from prison, because I had done so many years. But I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. But every time I was praying, I know some things was changing in my life. And I talked to some of the Christian brothers and everything, and they used to always tell me good things and some of the things I had to do. Well, I heard a message one day in church, and it was a message was brought about giving up. So many of us don't want to give up the things that we like, the things that really is no good for us. And when I read this, it talks about how you have to give up everything. So I gave up everything. I gave up all the stuff that I was doing in prison that wasn't right. I gave it up. And I asked God through prayer to allow me freedom before I turned 50. And I was like 48 at this time. Before I turned 50, God had released me from those walls of confinement. And I know it was all God, because I prayed and I asked Him to do it. God plays so much of a major role in our life. You know, I sit here and I talk about incarceration and being locked up behind bars. Out here in the streets, people are more locked up than men and women that's in prison. Every day that goes by since I've been set free from prison, I've seen the things that hinder people. I've seen so much disaster in these streets. But I can't save nobody. I can't save nobody. But what I can do is continue to talk about something good. Not so much of things that went bad in prison, but good things that went on in prison. How men found God. How men prayed and asked for parole, and God granted it to them. These are the things I like to share, because I know you all viewers, you might have a brother or sister or a son that's in prison. And with these words and with this just release, share it with your children and your sons. The children that's in the world that's continuing of being bad. And the men that's in prison that's still getting disciplinary cases. Because we have to ask them. And they have to ask themselves, do you really want to get out? And if you really want to get out, it's not all set up for the parole lawyer. It's not set up just so much of the letters, but it's praying. And I know a lot of you mothers and a lot of you sisters that's out here, wives, husbands, brothers, or praying for your family members to be free from prison. But don't stop praying just because they might get a set off. Don't stop praying. Continue to pray for these men. Continue to pray. Continue to pray because prayer works. Prayer is what it's going to take to free you people, to free your people from prison. I know the men that's in there that's able, they write so much about getting a parole lawyer. But ask them, have you truly prayed? Have you truly given your heart to God? Ask them that. Because they need God more so better than they need a parole lawyer. A parole lawyer is to a certain extent that he can go. But there's no boundaries with God. There's no highway or byways that God can't go up over or go or travel on. God is the answer. I wanted to share this with you all because I've been out. I've been released for a month and some days. And God is continuing to show me that He is there for me, even out here. Not so much because I was down in prison, but because He doesn't stop. The gates doesn't stop Him. The gates doesn't stop Him. It's not easy for me on a daily basis out here. But I know God has me. And I know He got things in store for me. I want you guys to continue to review my show. Continue to help me. Help my show grow. Help my show to reach out to this world. Not so much of just this state of this country, but out to the world. Help it grow. Tell somebody about Just Release. Tell them how they can go and subscribe. Tell them about www.teespring.com. Help me. Help you in any form that I can do. Because like I say, this is not about me. This is about you. I'm speaking out not to sound like an educated Bible philosopher or an educated school teacher. I'm talking to you because I experienced it. I went through it. I know what it's going to take in order to stay free and be free. Listen to my shows daily because I know you're out there, you are viewing, some of you are waiting to see what I have to talk about. But what I will have to talk about on a daily basis will be something positive. Thank you for viewing Andre Wade with Just Release. Thank you.